clear that his position in both the four great houses and a noble alliance is what drove his actions. You have a point. There's no guarantee that any other noble would have done the same. It's funnier than what you said is that I'm technically noble too. I've never even thought about things like that before. We still have a long way to go. Not just swordsmanship either. It doesn't benefit us to single-mindedly dedicate ourselves purely to that. Still, I feel that if we're able to make it through this, we will be so much stronger thanks to the experience. I want to rise above every challenge life throws my way, both as a swordsman and a noble. Naturally, that involves trusting others rather than to deal with those challenges alone. Perhaps you're an ideal partner to keep me in check, Green. Laura? I didn't mean anything special by that, mind you. Just that since you also happen to be a swordsman, we should try to motivate each other. I'm curious to see where we can go from here. There are many incredible warriors taking part in the war, but together I believe we can catch up to them. And just maybe we'll be able to reach the strength of the last maiden herself. Yeah. Looking forward to seeing just how far our swordsmanship will take us. Smooth. The two talked for a little while longer before deciding to walk back to town. Alright, level 4. Yes. Powerful strike and cover. Alright. Who next? It looks like Elisa is a 4. How many 3s? Sarah and Miriam are both 3, so that's good. Where are they? Looks like Sarah's not... Oh, at the tavern, of course, the tavern. Where else would she possibly be? That's the station. Maybe in the station? There's no reason to go there. Yep. That makes sense. Alright, there's Elliot. Alright, so this should be, yeah, awesome. So it's an hotel. Where's the bar? I guess it's technically a tavern, right? There it is. Hey there, Reed. Oh, hi there, instructor. Feeling a little better now? Yeah, feeling just fine, thank you very much. No one might have overdone it a bit against those guys. Still, at least I was able to see your kid off like a good teacher should. No regrets here. Instructor. Ah, come on, how can you not look? I might be here resting, but you look like you should get some rest yourself. I always thought having to tell us much about her past, but she might actually make an exception this time. Yeah, let's see. Would you mind if I stay here and rest a bit with you? I'd even be happy to join you for a drink or something. Water, I guess. Really? I'm gonna be rolling into bars chatting up the ladies like a pro soon with the way you're going on. Just take a seat there. I'll get you a little something fancier than water on me. Hard liquor fights back. Gotta pick up the pace better. I gotta check the, can't chug them because they're too strong. On 3 sheets to the wind before I know it. It's better than nothing, but I'll take a good beer or cider any day. I'm struggling with this cocktail personally. Looks like I'll get drunk from it even though there's no alcohol in it. Well, hey, that's just one of the appeals of drinking. I'll make sure to teach you how to savor when you're old enough. Same way both my superior and friends did back for me the other day. Was that back when you were part of the Northern Jaegers? Yep. Granted, they both kicked the bucket some time ago. Oh, sorry. These operations brought back a lot of memories. Some of them bad, but plenty of good ones too. Getting by back then was a real struggle. Felt like no matter what we did, nothing got any better. Came from Northumbria, right, didn't you? Seems like life there is a lot more brutal than I could have imagined. Would you mind if I asked when you decided to join the Corps? Can't tell you exactly when. I felt like as soon as I knew where I was going, I had a gun in my hand. There was much else you could do to earn a living around there. They say it was a nice place till the north. Every disaster struck around 20 or so years ago. I only go back once every few years now. I need to pay my respects. Let's see. It was the kind of place where death would follow you wherever you went, really. There wasn't any exception to that. I lost many people who were important to me. One day there they were, and the next they were gone. I wasn't around until 6 years ago. Beatrix, well, Colonel Beatrix back then, saved me. After that, I cut all my ties and headed down the path to become a racer. You know all the rest after that. I guess we do. I don't even know what to say. Can't imagine leading a life like that. Yes, indeed. You won't find many heroines as tragic as me. But, well, what happened at our sport made me realize something. Turns out I hadn't completely cut my ties to that place. Crossing blades with old comrades was more painful than I expected. Maybe it's selfish of me to say, but I wish it wasn't. Guess this just goes to show I've still got a long way to go as an instructor. There's still so much I want to teach you so you make it through all this, but probably wasn't cut out for that job to begin with, you know? I have to respectfully disagree with you there, instructor. We learned a lot from you, both individually and as a class. Things you didn't specifically try to teach us either. We learned those simply by observing your actions. Like what? Take what happened at Orc Sport. Your actions taught us that fighting for the people and country you love can be painful at times. We saw that in your willingness to cross blades with those you once knew. It shows us what it means to truly be determined. At least that's what I got out of it. I'm certain we'll one day have to show the same determination. Huh. That's why we'd like you to continue teaching us from here on out. In fact, we need you to. I can't see us taking back doors without your experience and guidance, let alone getting through pro. Wow, look at you, Reed. The teacher's become the student. Talk about cliches. I get it though. If you're that insistent, then I'll make sure you can all get the best education possible. As your instructor and as your comrade. Cheers to that. Alright, Sarah leveled up. Only 4. Sweet. And I still got 4 left. Oof. Alright, the question is, who do I want next? I guess that would be Million. The question now is, where is she? The general store? Obvious. I mean, that is a good choice, but there she is. Magazines. Which one do I want? Hey, Million, I ever pictured you as a bookstore type. What are you looking for? I'm not. I just want a good book for making sweet stuff. After all hard work, I thought it'd be nice to treat everyone. Wow, that's really thoughtful of you. I'm sure the others would be thrilled. Surprising to hear that she thought this stuff on the blue, too. Just you wait! You're gonna love it, whatever it is. No promises, I don't eat it off before you get a chance to try it, okay? It might be too delicious to resist. As thoughtful as she's being, I'm kind of nervous about letting her cook on her own. What do you say to me letting you be your sous chef on this one? If you want. But I get to order you around and you can't get in the way, you will suffer the consequences. Deal? You got it. No idea where this confidence is coming from. But now I can make sure she doesn't blow anything up. Should probably start by deciding what we want to make first. After some deliberation, the two settled on making apple tart. Made a quick supply stop in the store on Brea Hard, and then headed to Courageous's kitchen, rolled up their sleeves, and got to work. Hey, yeah. Careful, Million. Look, this is how you're supposed to hold it, see? Aw, I always kept my style. It's all about heart, and I got tons of that. Well, you're going to stab me in the heart if you don't stop brandishing that knife like a deadly weapon. My arm's going dead. Can I stop whisking this now? Sure, if you don't want it to rise properly in the oven. Come on, stop wanting to concentrate. And no tasting until it's done. Fine. Full speed whisking ahead. Great. Now you just need to wait for it to cool. Oh, I'm so excited! Is it ready yet? It's been less than a minute. Watching over and supporting Million proved to be no small task. Well, she is a 13 firecracker. Thankfully, the apple tart was successfully completed. Yay, we're finally done! And look how nice it looks. It really is magical what can happen when you don't use salt instead of sugar. Aw, I had to ruin the moment by bringing that up. Yeah, thanks for all the help. You're welcome. It was fun. This idea kind of came out of left field, though. When I think of you, I think of destruction, not creation. Excuse me. Any particular reason you decided to make something for a change? I don't know, just kind of feel something? I could probably describe, but I've got this weird tightness in my chest that won't go away. I think it first showed up when I saw what happened to Keldic. Got me all restless? I always feel like there's something I gotta do. Doesn't matter what, as long as I get it done. There's something the feeling would go away when I try to speak out very but nothing happened. Couldn't think useless having it Wes's dad only making it worse. Any idea what I got, Dr. Reed? I know exactly what you've got. There's nothing unusual. It's called sadness. Everyone feels it sometimes. I guess this might be the first time you have. So that's what they say. Neat. I had no idea. I've never felt like this before. Kinda out of character for me though. Personally, I think this might actually be a good thing. It's a sign that you're growing and maturing. As a person, I mean, not as an intelligence agent. You're growing? Bad things happen. It's a fact of life. But it's by overcoming those things and moving past them that we can grow as people. So don't be ashamed of how you're feeling. There's no reason to hide it if you're sad. If you matter too much, you should say that to yourself. You really think so? Okay. I'm still not totally sure how to deal with this feeling right now. Thanks for talking to me about it. Their sad conversation complete, Reen and Million put finished apple tarts in the fridge to share with the rest. Oh, excuse me. Afterwards, they both left the Courageous and returned to Brayhard. Level 4. Yes. Cheer and cover. Good. Alright, so now I can't actually double up on anyone. Who else? Well, everyone else is at least a 4. I guess. Actually, Marcus does appear to be the lowest level 4. recent actions have me thinking. My father steps from the path of righteousness. Would I be able to do the same thing Jesus did? Would you? I don't even want to think about it. Couldn't have been easy for him, of course. You need a lot of strength to stand up to your father like that. But I'm sure having our support is helping him make it through. He might not say it, but I think he appreciates us being here. You might be right. Aside from our supporting and helping, he's so full of himself that he's bound to recover once his ego reinflates itself. And on that note, I have shopping to do. Don't want to show too much compassion on a movie like this. What could be easy to buy though? What are you gonna buy anyway? Flowers for some special occasion? That's one way to put it. Actually, while you're here, you mind helping me choose? I think it'd make him happy if you did. Together, Reen and Machias made their choice and walked to the North Cruiser Highway. This is Star Bridge, right? Is there a reason you bought that bouquet, Machias? It's my way of paying respects. Sight flows toward Celtic, so I guess he will do. It's Rocket Manager, isn't it? Well, yes. I owe him a lot, after all. Because of him that we were able to avoid being noticed by the provincial army during our time in Celtic. I don't think Class 7 ever would have been reunited if it weren't for his help. It's frustrating, knowing that we'll never be able to pay him back. It's the least I can do for him. Machias. It was the anniversary of my cousin's death the other day, too. I wasn't able to visit her grave. I couldn't with how things are at the moment, but it's the least I can do for her, too. Oh, was it? What exactly are you planning to do with the bouquet? Guys telling me about the Nord way of paying respects to the dead that I wanted to try. They said that by sending a bouquet down the river, your feelings will reach those that have departed. This is my way of swearing an oath to both of them. We'll make it through this war no matter what. And then I'll work towards turning Erebonia into a country where the innocent have no need to suffer anymore. If only. Changing an entire country sounds impossible, but you know what, Machias? Part of me feels like we can pull it off. If we can make it through this, there's no limit to what we can do, to what we can change. You really think so? I'm glad you feel the same as I do. Yeet. I'm sure your cousin and the market manager are watching over us too. So let's make sure not to disappoint. I would dream of it. Watch me too. Class 7 by my side, I'll make sure to fulfill this vow I've given. Reen and Machias stood in respectful silence as they watched the bouquet float into the distance. Once it was completely out of view, they walked back to Bray. Alright, I've got 2 remaining points. Saw Elliot out here. Actually, I think Guys is the next lowest. I don't... Oh, I can't. Go to the church. Excuse me, why am I so yawny, Janet? Instead, we were able to put an end to the issue with his father. The winds that blow through this nation grow more tempestuous. So I'm here to pray that they might finally calm down, at least a little. It probably is prayer right now. I think I'll join you, actually. This is kind of a weird request, but while we're here, you might teach me how people pray in Nord? Sure. Shall I move up a little then? that should do. Praying like this kind of makes me feel in tune with the wind as well. Well, it is the traditional Nord way of prayer, after all. They say that doing so calls forth the voices of the spirits and aid you in order to rid the world of disaster. Of course, how that actually works isn't really explained. I see. Kind of frustrating to know that all we can really do right now is pray. Well, this war has brought about so many sacrifices at this point. Whether it be the innocent victims or the soldiers who fell in battle. But in the end, there's nothing we can do to stop that. Kelly's proof enough of that. That's why I can't help but feel so frustrated at myself. I understand what you mean. It's the same during my time in Nord. There's simply nothing we can do in the face of such a powerful storm. That doesn't mean we should stand by idly as we watch the destruction. I know that. It's just... no one person can make their way through life without help. No one can cover every need, every eventuality. But that's okay, because mankind showed its greatest strength through all banding together. Those are the words of an old traveling priest who used to build a Nordlock. In the end, there's only so much we can do alone. However, by accepting this and working together, people can overcome any trial they face. My time with Class 7s led me to believe this is what he meant. You're not alone, Green. Have me and the rest of Class 7, not to mention my other comrades with me. Let's do what we can to prevent any further tragedies like Kelly from happening. You're always so confident, guys. Maybe I should take a few pointers from you. It doesn't change the fact that we've got a tough road ahead of us, though. But knowing I've got you all by my side makes me confident that we'll pull through. I feel very much the same. Let's walk down the road together and take back our home. Right. Stop that. Oh, Lisa. Not a bench. We can go. If we go to uses, that'll that will progress the story. So we can talk to Lisa, Elliot, Emma, Steve. I'm thinking Elliot and Lisa. Oh, I just have the one. Alright, we'll talk to her then. I'm glad Duke Alvare's arrest went as smoothly as it did. I hope Otto can find some peace now. I'm sure he will. Arresting the Duke was never going to give the people of Celtic back what they lost, but it's the most we could do for them. And we've got you and Balmar to thank for that. Even without the two of you, the Duke might still be in power right now. Something wrong? No, I'm fine. Don't mind me. You've definitely got something on your mind. At least if you got something on your mind, there's no need to keep things bottled up. I'm always here if you need someone to talk to. Typical Rean. Well, maybe not that typical. You're not usually this sharp. But you're right. I know that you bring it up, so let me ask you a favor.
I do not understand the question. I request clarification. You and not my awakener wish to board me?
That's exactly what I want to do. Would that be possible? I don't want to use you to fight or anything like Rean does. I just want to see what it's like inside. Just for a little while, if that's okay.
Curiosity got the better of this cat.
Is that not possible or something? You said they were secondary contractors, so I was thinking it wouldn't be a problem, but maybe I had the wrong idea.
You do not. It is entirely possible for secondary contractors to board me.
Really?
However, only my awakener is able to operate me as intended.
So even if she wanted to try and pilot Elmar into battle...
There is no comprehensible reason for anyone else to desire access to my interior.
Huh? It's okay. I don't need to operate you, honest.
Thanks, Valimar. Can you let her inside then?
As you wish.
Oh, they can't both in? That's gonna be cramped and awkward. I mean, you're gonna sit. Oh, okay.
Oh, what? What?
Valamar, did you really have to pick this position?
Listen, Balmar is playing wingman. Say thank
While I
you.
have more than sufficient room for a human and a familiar to ride in comfort, an extra human does put an unforeseen demand on available space. I am afraid there is not much I could do under the circumstances.
Oh, you are so lying.
It's fine. I guess I can make do for a little while. It's kind of weird sitting like this with you, but I guess I am the one who asked for it. I'll live.
Well, if you're alright with it, I'm sure not going to complain, but...
So this is what Valamar looks like on the inside, huh? It's kind of gloomy, isn't it?
Gloomy.
Well, there's not much point in having the front screen on when I'm not actually fighting. I have it up often enough these days, but honestly, it doesn't bother me that much. I can see outside fine when I need to.
Oh, right. It's weird to sit here and think of all the battles you've fought with Valamar. When you fought those Alliance soldats and against Scarlet and Vulcan, you were right where you're sitting now. Even when you fought with Crow.
The fights are always different, but the scenery in here doesn't change much.
Yeah.
I'm usually so caught up in the fight that I don't really pay much attention to what it looks like inside here.
Yeah, there's no real need except for, functionality.
Celine and Valamar have helped me a lot, though, so I'm getting better at this whole thing, bit by bit.
It's just not fair. We're your classmates and your friends. We're supposed to be fighting alongside each other all the way. But you and Valamar always take on the hardest battles. All we can really do is back you up from the sidelines. And to be honest, it's been on my mind for a while now. It bugs me to feel like we're just not doing enough.
No, you gotta do plenty.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to see what Valamar looked like on the inside?
Yeah. I thought if I could, I'd have a better understanding of what you go through and what it must be like. Looking around, it feels even more isolated than I expected. Lonely, even. Seeing all the things you do from the outside, then seeing what it looks like on the inside, I have to wonder, are you okay with the way things are? Are you okay with putting yourself on the line over and over like this?
I mean, his life isn't any less or more at risk than if he were fighting on the actual battlefield.
Shouldering such a huge burden all alone, and even the burden of those lives you weren't able to save?
Lisa, I've never once felt like I was fighting those battles alone. You said it yourself, right? I've got all of you backing me up, either on the ground or on the courageous. Sure, you're not inside Valamar with me, but I know you all have my back. That's why I can keep fighting day after day. In that sense, it's not so different from our days at Thor's.
Well,
You don't have to worry about me, Elisa. As long as I know you're all there and that I can look forward to seeing you again after each operation, I'll fight my hardest and I'll come home the victor. All I ask is that you keep me in your heart and lend me your aid.
always, Reem.
Your sap is showing.
Just
Sap
don't
it
go
up,
doing
Reem.
anything too reckless in here, okay? You're really important to all of us, but especially to me. So,
Elisa.
What's the heartbeat?
Is there a problem?
Uh-oh, I guess their heartbeats were starting to sink.
What is it, Valamar?
I have detected an abnormal increase in your heart rates. Maintaining optimal health is ideal. I recommend rest and a medical examination.
No, it's okay. We're fine. We're doing great.
yeah, never felt better. Thanks for worrying about us, Valamar.
Emotion is not something that Valmar understands very well. I'm taking a moment to unfluster themselves. Reen and Elisa disembarked from Valmar, and while feeling slightly embarrassed and more than a little awkward, they made their way back to Brayhard. Alright, so I guess that's that for spawn points. I suppose then we'll head up to the manor. Anything down here? There's a chest down there last game. Let's check to see if there's one in this game. Should be some stairs right here. I assume it's locked. Yep. I mean, we were able to get through there on last game, but it's not really relevant at this point, I guess. Not anymore. District, and the manor is the big, obvious one. Their own damn gate. That's better. Now this place never ceases to amaze me. Both the Duke and Scarlet are being held here, I think. Onward. Whoa. This place is fancy AF. Jeez, I'd be terrified to take my shoes off. I'd be terrified to wear them. I don't want to get the floor dirty or something.
Damn,
that'd be a crime.
this is incredible. It's not as grand as Valflame Palace, but I doubt you'll find many mansions this fancy.
No, it's not Valflame Palace, but it's pretty freaking
The
close.
Duke's residence is certainly befitting of his status.
You came after all, Reen.
Oh, this actually kind of sounds excited.
Yeah, I was kind of hesitant to come and visit in case I got in your way, though.
No, it's fine. Everything is largely settled here now. I will leave the rest to you, then.
As you wish. Leave everything to us, and we will strive and make things as comfortable for your father as possible.
You have my thanks.
He's Captain Claire's adjutant, isn't he?
Indeed, and quite a skilled one at that. He and his men will be managing the mansion together while keeping my father in custody. At least until the war comes to an end.
And be very careful around the Duke.
Oh,
He's a crafty
right.
one.
There's no need to look so glum. He deserves to answer for his crimes much like others. He should be grateful he hasn't been handcuffed and thrown in a cell.
Yeah.
I guess that's one way of looking at it. Oh, yeah, Scarlet's here too, right?
She's currently receiving treatment in the annex. She remains bedridden, but her life is in no real danger, or so I hear.
That's good.
If you'd like to speak with her, you should go and pay her a visit. Meanwhile, I'll be going to my room to get ready for departure. If you need anything at all, feel free to come by and see me.
Thanks, Eustace. Will do. Wait a sec. Where is his room anyway? I don't know where the Annex Scarlet's in is either. I guess I'll have to ask someone.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of faculty around. Just look at the floor. The floor is crazy. Like I could use that floor as my bathroom mirror. It's so high polished. Look, I could literally see the reflection of the ceiling with the freaking chandeliers. Alright, so I have no idea. We're gonna go see Scarlet. Oh, so we're still considered the town map. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go on a limb and say this is not liable. I thought it must be the way out. It's all lit up. yeah, no. Yeah. Alright. So that's the exit entrance. And we're just gonna explore the mansion. Oh, that's Scarlet's room. I was surprisingly lucky, huh? We don't have that kind of luck. The idea of physically everything here in our hands is gracious to find the mansion, but he's permitted a degree of freedom within the walls. It's assured the tourist S is being treated with care as well. Can I go this way? We better not try and go this way. I'll probably just get lost. Apologies for this space. Some expected does not want something at the present time. Of course, sorry. Alright, so that is for Eustace's father. So I'm guessing this wing then leads to Eustace's room. Alright, well that's a little bit disappointing, actually. I'm hoping I'd be able to walk around the mansion a little bit more.
Oh.
I knew it would be you. Did you come to listen to me whine and complain about you?
I know you didn't want me to save you, but you don't have to hate me for it.
I was just joking. I don't care what happens to me. Whether I live or die or get executed as a terrorist, what happens, happens.
Stop being so flippant about the whole thing.
Yeah,
But you seem to be a little
soul.
more cheerful than I was expecting you to be. I'm glad. Well, it sounds like you're doing all right at least. That's good.
My only complaint is that I wasn't allowed to ascend to heaven like I wanted to. But perhaps this is just how it was meant to be.
I wish I could tell you. You said you used to be a sister, right? You mentioned something about training over in Arteria, too.
I did, though that training was a long time ago. That really takes me back.
So that wasn't a lie? Sorry. It wasn't that I didn't believe you, it's just...
No, you would have expected.
I'll have you know I grew up in one of the most pious families in the country. Hard as that may be to believe, I was so happy when I was first invited to join the church. I doubt you'd know, but the church is a fairly complex organization with plenty of divisions within it. The part I was invited to join was an organization called the Congregation for the Sacraments. They're a group full of immensely skilled people who take on some unique missions, to put it mildly.
What is it, like a Turks or the church?
It made me happier than you could imagine to be recognized by people like that at such a young age. I didn't have any special abilities of my own, but I left home, trained my hardest, and eventually became a squire.
A squire? As in a kind of knight? I thought you said you became a sister. Unless you're saying the church has knights too. Ugh, I'm getting confused now.
Anyone would be in your position. Their image of the church begins and ends with priests and mass. As it was, my days in Arteria came to an abrupt end, just before I went out on my first mission. I got word of what had happened. I hurried back to Erebonia as fast as I could, but I was too late to do anything.
Lady Scarlet, I think you should get some more rest.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you strain yourself.
You really are a softie. If you want to hear the rest, you'll have to come back another time. So, if you're interested.
It's hard to imagine someone going from being a sister to a terrorist, but that's just what happened. I'm still convinced that it would have been a waste for her to have died back there. I'm glad she seems to have calmed down for now. I'll have to come back another time to see how she's doing.
Yeah. Walk around and return to the bridge. I'm guessing I still have to go through here. Private room, yeah. might be a recipe or two in here. Understand that things are safe. See if the group happens. Alright. I got a family of 5. It's kind of a big family. A family of 5. Well, my parents had me and my 2 sisters. So yeah, I had a family of 5. It was kind of crazy sometimes. A lot going on. Oh yeah, the crazy cat lady. This one was a friend experience. They were soon to be soldiers. So who's still a job? Oh, I wonder what's down here. I'm curious now. Oh wow. Conversation here. We'll say or not are going to the truth. That's... Oh, let's take us here. President of 1? Yes. Oh, we have someone in the kitchen. Master Gordy seems to be in the middle of something at the moment. It has nothing to do with me. What? You mean to tell me that all my assets have vanished? I'm afraid so, sir. With the Duke arrested, his backing is effectively worthless. With him no longer able to guarantee your investments, your assets were lost as well. No! I will not stand for this! Master Roy, please compose yourself. Alright, so the rich man ain't rich no more. That's the TLDR of it. Alright, sucks to be that guy. That's for sure. Unfortunately, pardon me. That's how it goes sometimes. Do I have any money? A little bit. Actually, probably kind of feel like I should hit up the weapons shop though. Let's see, I believe it's in this area. At the station. Galleria. Wait, there's an end. Oh no, it's an armor shop. Cool. Oh, wait, before I do anything. There we go. That's a little better. I'm thinking weapons first. Arms, yes. Shot. I'm just gonna send. Fire sword. Well, I got everybody out. Well, everyone's weapon outfitted. Is there anything I can sell? Diamond surplus? Not really. Ingredients. Nothing here. Dragon's Sling jumpsuit, that sounds cool. I don't think it's worth losing 180 ADF for it though. Might be worth it for her. What Elliot? Damn, his defense would go up by 320? His strength would go up by 40. Oh, would I lose out on magic attack defense? I don't think I can justify that for spellcaster, primarily. What about Laura? She's a tank. Yeah, her defense would go up by 200. Only lose 20. Yeah, alright, that works. What else we got? Hey, Sagittarius. That's my sign. Do I want the Dragon Skin Shoes or the Strega Omega? Defense and movement or strength? That's blue speed. I guess movement's going up either way. Alright. Shield coat. I don't know if I can. Again, I don't know if I want to justify for spellcasters to lose out on his two main stats. Speed would go down, movement would go up, and strength and defense. Alright. I guess so. Trying to do something. Try to give some sort of increase of some kind. Hey, there we go. Wait. That's what I had. Oh, evasion? Evasion is basically nothing. But, the good news is I'll have an easier time taking the hits. And the magic, yeah, alright. Blue scale now. I don't think I can justify losing so much defense for that. Jeweled boots? Why would you put jewels on a boot? Hachi and luxurious boots set all over with jewels. But why though? And nothing here looks good. Nothing looks good. Oh. Hello. Do I want to give up 20 strength and 20 magic attack and I don't think I can justify that. Not for... See, that one might actually be worth it because I'm getting 100 defense out of it instead of just a 20, so I'm... Yeah, surplus 80. But still don't like losing so much on... No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I think that's... Oh, I'm gonna save one thinking about it. guess we're good to head back then. How do I get back? Oh, the airport, I'm guessing. Wait, can I hit the highway? I think it might be a good idea that I should go something. Okay, so no, it's not gonna let me. Oh well, in that case, I'll just move on. Okay, how do I board? German sorry, I'm afraid I've told you all I know. Now, since there is no danger to yourself at least, but please don't concern yourself. Uh-oh. The high and mighties aren't happy about the current situation, I take it. There we go. Maybe? Good. Should I go back inside? But there's still more to see here, Mariah. The courageous will cause the main story to advance. Any unused bonding points will no longer be available. Make sure I don't have any left. Good. Return. Nah, let's go head back inside. I'm gonna sit and wait for the others to get back. Rain! Oh no, what happened? We caught you right at the right time. You plan on going inside too? Oh, hello. What's wrong? You seem all flustered. Well, we got a message from the guys still inside the ship. It said something's happened over in Crossbell. In Crossbell? Oh yeah, that weird orb thing around the city. I saw the city covered by a blue barrier from where Borrelia Fortress was, but that's not that, I'm guessing. Believe it or not, it's something even weirder. I'm going to take a closer look at it. Would you mind grabbing everyone else still in town and bringing them back here? I'm getting everything ready for the liftoff in the meantime. Okay, I'll get back as soon as I can. I'll leave everything here to you. Why not just call me? I have a cell phone. Rain quickly left to find his classmates. Once everyone was gathered at Berea Hard Airport, they boarded the Courageous and promptly took off.
Well done! You guys are really on the ball!
Oh yeah. Course to the northeast is clear. All hands remain vigilant. The ship's reaching maximum cruising speed. Should be getting close to the fortress soon. Please get in touch with the 4th Armored Division and the Railway Military Police. Aye aye, Captain. Oh my, I think I see something in the distance. What the? Getting some very strange readings here. Don't use close now.
I can see Crossbell now.
There seems to be something emitting light in the distance as well.
Oh, are we gonna be able to fight it on board the top of the ship?
What in the world is that?
Whoa! Is that a tree? Yeah, it looks like a banana tree.
I don't know.
That blue barrier that was surrounding the city before is gone.
Oh, maybe that barrier served as an incubator of sorts.
But now there's something even more unbelievable in its place.
An azure tree?
Yeah, it looks like a tree to me too. It's got all those branches coming out of it.
I don't think trees so vast even exist in legend. Never mind in reality.
Yeah, there's something completely otherworldly about it.
Do you know what it is, Celine?
I wish I did. There's nothing like that in any of the clan's legends.
Wow. What are you dealing with here?
Just what is happening over in Crossbow?
Now that's damned impressive. It must be over 2,000 arge tall.
Oh, never thought I'd come face to face with something that big in my lifetime. Life's just full of surprises.
Oh, this is the very essence of beauty. So this is the fruit of the Azure Zero project, a testament to the power of human obsession.
Looks like everything did go according to plan. Not that any other outcome was ever a possibility with my illustrious lord lending a hand.
So that showed up as a result of that phantasmal blaze plan of yours? And you're planning on spawning something like that over here, too?
But why? That frame rate is terrible.
That we are. What you see before you is a miracle born of human hands, made manifest by the Zero Child. The end of the second movement is finally nigh.